Welcome back to our channel World of Coins, the place where we uncover hidden treasures in your coin collection. Have you ever wondered if that old coins could be worth thousands or even millions? Well, today's your lucky day. We're diving into some of the rarest and most valuable US coins that might be sitting right under your nose. Let's jump in and see if you've got a fortune waiting to be discovered. Top 1. We're diving deep into the story of an extraordinary coin that has captured the hearts of collectors across the globe, the 1939 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny in an ultra-rare copper red color shade. This isn't just another old penny you might find in a dusty jar, this is a piece of American history, a symbol of minting excellence, and a red-hot item in today's collector market. Stay with us through every second of this video, because by the end, you'll understand why this coin has become a crown jewel for numismatists and how its stunning red tone and near-perfect condition are driving its value through the roof. If you're a coin hunter, collector, or even just curious, this story could ignite a new passion, or lead you to discover one of the most valuable coins in circulation today. Let's go back to the historical roots of this magnificent piece. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series started in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was a bold and heartfelt move by the U.S. Mint, being the first coin to feature an actual person, and who better than one of America's greatest leaders. By 1939, the nation had come through the Great Depression, and the penny played a crucial role in the everyday economy. But that year's mintage was different. Something unique happened during the production that resulted in a special batch of pennies with a brilliant, lustrous copper red shade that shines with eye-catching brilliance even decades later. These coins weren't just minted, they were created with a level of quality that few coins of the era achieved. What sets the 1939 Lincoln Wheat Penny in red copper shade apart is more than just age, it's the stunning color, the crisp definition, and the nearly flawless surfaces that have been preserved for over 85 years. This red color tone isn't a paint or an artificial coat, it's a natural brilliance that results from an exceptional combination of high-quality copper planchets, perfect minting pressure, and immaculate storage over the years. When this coin is found in pristine red condition, it appears almost glowing, as if freshly minted. The wheat stalks on the reverse are deeply struck, Lincoln's portrait is razor-sharp, and the luster dances under the light. These details aren't just beautiful, they're rare, and rarity is what turns coins into goldmines. Collectors and dealers alike agree that the 1939 red copper Lincoln penny is one of the most desirable small denomination coins in the entire wheat penny series. It isn't just its beauty that fuels demand, it's the staggering scarcity of high-grade examples. Out of millions originally minted, only a tiny fraction remain in this stunning red shade, and even fewer have survived without tarnish, wear, or damage. That's what makes them so incredibly sought after today. When one of these red copper specimens comes up for sale, it doesn't just attract attention, it sparks bidding wars. Collectors know they're chasing a coin that's not only a visual masterpiece but also a historical treasure, tightly held and rarely seen in the open market. Today, in the action-packed world of rare coin trading, the 1939 Lincoln Wheat Penny in red copper is commanding headlines and top dollar sales. Coin shows, high-end auctions, and online marketplaces have all seen rising demand for this beautiful rarity. When created in mint state condition with red designation, its value has been skyrocketing, shocking even seasoned numismatists. The coin market is heating up, and this penny is right at the center of that fire. For collectors with a sharp eye and a true appreciation of historical perfection, this coin represents not just ownership of a rare object, but a direct link to a golden chapter in American minting history. If you're a collector, here's the tip: keep your eyes peeled at estate sales, old collections, and even your own coin jars. Sometimes these treasures are hiding in plain sight, and finding one could be a life-changing event. If you already own a 1939 Lincoln cent, have it properly graded by a trusted third-party service. The red color grade makes all the difference, and authenticity is everything in the high-stakes world of rare coins. Protect it, value it, and know that you're holding something that continues to rise in demand with each passing year. So, what is this rare gem actually worth in today's market? In recent times, pristine examples of the 1939 Lincoln Wheat Penny in red copper shade have fetched enormous sums. Collectors and investors alike have seen this coin climb in value at lightning speed. And for the most exceptional examples, the market has spoken loud and clear. This coin has reached an astonishing sale price of $265,000. This isn't just a penny. It's a legacy. It's a collector's dream. And it might just be closer to your fingertips than you think. Top 2. We are going to take you deep into the fascinating story of a coin that's more than just a small piece of copper. It's a masterpiece, a legend, and one of the most sought-after collector coins of the 20th century. We're talking about the 1940 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny in the brilliant copper red shade. This isn't your average penny sitting in a drawer. This is a rare, high-demand, eye-catching piece that is igniting excitement across the coin collecting world. Don't miss a second of this video, because we're going to uncover the full story behind its history, uniqueness, condition, rarity, and most importantly, its astonishing market value today. If you are a coin hunter or a passionate collector, this video will give you all the reasons why the 1940 red copper Lincoln wheat penny should be on the top of your treasure hunting list. Let's start with the history and background that makes this coin a standout. The Lincoln wheat penny was introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, and it instantly became a symbol of national pride. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it marked the first time a real historical figure appeared on a circulating American coin. Fast forward to 1940, the world was on the brink of World War II, and the United States Mint was still producing these pennies using a rich, high-quality copper alloy. That year's production was a transition point, right before wartime compositions would change the way coins were made. The 1940 penny is one of the last few years to feature the full classic copper formulation, and that alone gives it special value. But what truly makes some of these coins extraordinary is when they appear in brilliant copper red condition, an ultra-rare shade that makes the coin glow with original mint luster. Now let's dive into the features that elevate this coin to elite status. The 1940 Lincoln wheat penny in red copper shade is a visual marvel. The red tone is not artificially added, it's a result of perfect preservation and exceptional storage conditions that have kept the coin from toning, oxidizing, or dulling over the decades. When you see one of these coins in the red shade, it gleams like freshly minted copper, with sharp details in Lincoln's profile, clearly defined wheat stalks on the reverse, and full, original mint luster that dances under the light. The surfaces are smooth, vibrant, and practically untouched. The quality of the strike, the clarity of every element, and the boldness of the date and lettering make this penny stand far above the ordinary. It is a visual showcase of perfection and minting brilliance. As for rarity and condition, this is where the coin's true value is revealed. While millions of Lincoln wheat pennies were struck in 1940, very few have survived in red copper condition, especially at the highest mint state grades. Most coins from that time have toned to brown or lost their luster over the decades. Finding one in near-flawless red condition is like discovering a time capsule, a perfectly preserved artifact from over 80 years ago. These red copper examples are extremely limited and command intense interest from serious collectors. They are not only rare, they are desirable beyond words. Every major coin grading company has confirmed that red copper examples from 1940 are few and far between, and this has led to a dramatic surge in demand among elite collectors, investors, and historical preservationists. Now, let's talk about the action-packed current market. The 1940 red copper Lincoln penny is commanding top dollar at auctions, private sales, and high-profile coin expos. Collectors are watching every listing closely, hoping for a chance to acquire one of these brilliant specimens. Prices have continued to climb steadily as the supply remains tight and interest continues to grow. The buzz around this coin is real. It's not just a penny, it's a prize. Every time one of these coins is offered in mint state red condition, it draws massive attention, and the final sale price keeps exceeding expectations. It's the kind of coin that transforms collections and headlines auction results. If you're a collector or coin enthusiast, here's what you need to know. Always look through your old coin collections carefully. Many incredible finds have come from forgotten jars, inherited albums, or old family boxes. If you believe you have a 1940 Lincoln penny with that bright red copper tone, don't wait, have it authenticated and graded by a trusted third-party grading company like PCGS or NGC. The grade and color designation can dramatically increase its value. Store it in a proper holder to prevent air and moisture exposure. And if you're searching for one on the market, be ready to act fast. These coins don't sit around for long. Once they're gone, they're gone. So how much is this rare and magnificent coin actually worth? In recent years, the most pristine and vividly red 1940 Lincoln wheat pennies have achieved record-setting prices. The excitement around them has reached new levels, and for collectors who have been lucky enough to acquire one in near-perfect condition, the payoff is huge. One of the finest examples of this red copper beauty has sold for an astounding total of $250,000. That's right, a single penny, shining red and preserved through time, now worth $250,000. This isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of history, craftsmanship, and collector passion. If you're chasing greatness in the world of coin collecting, the 1940 Lincoln wheat penny in red copper shade might just be your golden opportunity in copper form. Don't miss it. Top 3. We're uncovering the fascinating story and soaring market value of the 1941 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny, specifically the breathtaking copper red shade condition that has sent shockwaves through auctions and private sales alike. I'm going to reveal exactly why this coin is far more than a simple penny. It's a rare American artifact, a dream for collectors, and a high-value asset that could be hiding in someone's old coin jar or family heirloom box. Every second of this video is packed with powerful insights and collector tips you won't want to miss, especially if you're serious about rare coins or hunting for hidden value. Let's start with the rich and proud history behind the 1941 Lincoln wheat penny. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin was part of a legacy that began in 1909, honoring the great President Abraham Lincoln and marking the first time a real historical figure was featured on U.S. currency. The wheat reverse, with its beautiful, 1-cent design flanked by two bold stalks of wheat, symbolized strength, prosperity, and American heritage. In 1941, as the United States stood on the brink of entering World War II, this humble penny quietly carried the story of a nation preparing for history. While millions were minted that year in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, only a rare few have emerged decades later in a stunning, fiery copper red shade, a natural phenomenon only preserved under the most ideal conditions. That's where this story truly begins. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin shine, literally. The 1941 wheat penny in copper red color shade is one of the most visually striking pieces a collector can ever come across. Unlike the typical brown or dull-toned scents that dominate the market, the copper red version has retained its original mint brilliance, untouched by time and protected from oxidation. This luminous glow is not just about beauty, it's a signal to collectors that the coin has likely been kept in near-perfect preservation since the day it was struck. When you see that fiery red-orange luster, you're not just looking at color, you're witnessing history in its purest, most untouched form. The fine details on Lincoln's face, the crisp lettering, and the deeply struck wheat stalks on the reverse all stand out with sharp clarity and breathtaking appeal. This is the type of coin that demands attention in any collection. When it comes to rarity, this 1941 Lincoln cent in red copper shade is in a league of its own. While the overall mintage of 1941 pennies was high due to wartime economy demands, finding one in this flawless copper red condition is like searching for a needle in a haystack. Very few have survived in pristine, untouched mint state with the red coloration intact. Over the years, most of these coins toned to brown or lost their luster through circulation. That's why today, when a collector or investor lays eyes on a genuine red 1941 wheat penny in top-grade condition, they know they've found something truly special. It's a coin that isn't just rare, it's practically legendary. The scarcity of these red-toned coins in such high quality has created immense pressure and demand in the collector market. Everyone wants a piece of this story, and only the lucky few will get one. That skyrocketing demand has translated directly into real value in the marketplace. Today, the copper red 1941 Lincoln wheat penny in premium condition is one of the most sought-after wheat cents in the collector's world. Auction houses have reported intense bidding wars whenever a flawless example appears, with values far surpassing expectations. Private collectors and numismatic investors are watching closely, ready to pounce when the right coin surfaces. It's not just a collectible, it's an appreciating asset. And here's the headline you've been waiting for: the current market value for a top-graded, copper red shade 1941 wheat penny has soared to $255,000. That's right, what once circulated as a 1-cent coin is now a six-figure treasure, proving once again that history and rarity are a powerful combination. For serious collectors looking to add this rare gem to their collection, or those hoping they might already have one tucked away, here are a few valuable tips. First, condition is everything. Look for original luster, brilliant red coloration, and minimal contact marks. A professional third-party grading service like PCGS or NGC can authenticate the coin's grade and color designation, which is essential for maximizing its value. Store your coins in airtight holders and avoid any direct handling that could dull the surface or leave marks. If you're hunting in old family coin collections, estate sales, or vintage penny rolls, keep your eyes wide open. You never know when a copper red 1941 wheat penny could reveal itself. And when it does, you'll understand why collectors are willing to pay a premium to claim it. In conclusion, the 1941 Lincoln wheat penny in copper red shade condition is a shining example of what makes coin collecting so exciting and rewarding. It's more than metal, it's a symbol of history, art, survival, and value. With its unique coloration, brilliant preservation, and near-mythical scarcity, this coin is a superstar in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a lifelong collector or just starting your journey, this is the kind of piece that can ignite a lifelong passion, and potentially deliver incredible returns. And as promised, its value today stands proudly at $255,000. That's the power of a penny when it carries the weight of time and the brilliance of rarity. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow collectors and coin enthusiasts. Let us know in the comments if you've ever seen a 1941 wheat penny in red shade or if you're on the hunt for one right now. This is one story worth sharing, and the thrill of the find is only just beginning. Keep watching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a penny. Top 4. We're going to uncover a masterpiece that continues to rise in value and capture the attention of collectors everywhere. This is not just any coin. This is the 1945 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny in stunning copper red shade condition. A coin that glows with a brilliance preserved through decades, radiates historical importance, and carries a market value that will leave you in awe. So don't blink, don't skip, and don't miss a single moment, because every detail we're about to share could be the key that transforms your collection or uncovers a fortune hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a new coin enthusiast, this is the kind of story that fuels the fire of discovery, and the thrill of the hunt. Let's begin by turning back the clock to the year 1945, a momentous time in American history. The Second World War was drawing to a close, and the United States was transitioning from wartime to peace, rebuilding its industries and looking toward the future. But amidst this historic era, the U.S. Mint was quietly producing one of the most visually striking copper pennies in the Lincoln Wheat series. The 1945 Lincoln cent, part of a long-standing tradition honoring the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln, was struck in copper and zinc alloy, just like previous years. But in that specific year, some coins emerged from the presses with an extraordinary shine, a deep, vibrant red tone that still shimmers to this day. It's that rare copper red finish, combined with near-perfect preservation, that has made the 1945 red penny a legendary piece among collectors. The unique features of this coin are simply stunning. When preserved in red condition, the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny looks like it was struck just yesterday. The copper red color isn't painted or plated, it's the natural result of flawless minting and perfect storage conditions. A coin in this state glows with a rich, fiery hue that lights up under any light source. Lincoln's portrait is razor-sharp, showing crisp lines and rich texture in his beard and hair. The wheat ears on the reverse side are deeply defined, bold, and immaculate. The coin maintains its full mint luster, a visual effect that gives it a radiant shine from every angle. This is more than just a piece of money, it's a preserved work of art, an example of how exceptional craftsmanship and preservation can create something truly timeless. Now let's talk rarity, and this is where things get seriously exciting. While the 1945 penny had a large mintage overall, finding one in brilliant red copper condition is an entirely different story. Over the decades, most coins naturally oxidized, toned, or suffered from handling and exposure. But a small handful were either carefully saved or stored in ideal conditions, preserving their original red shine and pristine details. These examples are graded and labeled by top grading companies as red, a distinction that skyrockets their value and collector appeal. In the highest grades, like mint state 67 or 68, these red coins become incredibly rare, and the few that exist are closely held by collectors or institutions. When one of them appears on the market, it doesn't stay there for long. The demand is so high and the supply so low that prices continue to surge. Year after year, the collector demand for the 1945 red copper Lincoln cent is nothing short of red hot. Across online auction platforms, major coin conventions, and private sales, this coin is making headlines and generating buzz. Collectors from all around the world are constantly on the lookout for high-grade red specimens from the 1940s, and the 1945 issue is among the most desired. Its combination of post-war historical value, breathtaking appearance, and extreme rarity in red condition makes it a true trophy coin. It's not just a collectible, it's an investment, a piece of American heritage, and a showcase coin that enhances any serious collection. When collectors see it, they want it. When dealers get it, they know it will sell. And when it sells, it does so with incredible final prices. So, how much is a red copper 1945 Lincoln wheat penny worth today? Get ready, because this coin is no longer just pocket change. In the elite coin market, where condition and rarity are everything, this particular penny has been setting impressive records. When preserved in full red condition with a top-tier mint state grade, this small coin can command massive bids at auction. Recently, one of the finest examples of the 1945 red copper Lincoln cent reached an extraordinary value of $215,000. That's right, a single penny, smaller than a paperclip, worth more than some luxury cars or even houses. This is the true power of rarity combined with condition, and it shows why this coin continues to be one of the hottest commodities in American coin collecting. If you're a collector, here's your golden tip: check your collections carefully. Old coin jars, inherited albums, and forgotten boxes could be hiding a valuable gem. The difference between an ordinary penny and a six-figure coin is condition, specifically, that glowing red shade. If you suspect you have one, submit it for professional grading with a trusted third-party service like PCGS or NGC. Proper grading verifies its authenticity and maximizes its value on the market. Store your coins properly, protect them from heat, moisture, and air exposure, and always handle them with care. In the world of high-end collecting, every detail matters, and every red copper penny holds potential beyond imagination. To wrap it all up, the 1945 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny in copper red shade condition is more than just a rare find, it's a living piece of history, a visual wonder, and a soaring star in today's coin market. From its historic roots in the post-war era to its eye-catching luster and record-breaking auction sales, this coin stands tall as one of the most desirable Lincoln cents of all time. And with examples selling for as high as $215,000, the thrill of finding one is more real, and more rewarding, than ever before. So keep your eyes open, your mind curious, and your passion alive, because the next great discovery could be waiting for you, in the smallest place you least expect. Top 5. Today's video is packed with excitement, because we're about to unlock the secrets of a coin that has stunned collectors, sparked intense bidding wars, and continues to rise in value at lightning speed. This is not just any old penny, this is the 1947 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny in the breathtaking copper red color shade. A coin that glows with the fire of preserved history, that commands attention at auctions, and that could very well be sitting unnoticed in a drawer or collection near you. Don't miss a second of this story, because in the next few minutes, we'll take you deep into the thrilling tale of this rare gem, covering its rich background, stunning features, collector demand, skyrocketing market value, and expert tips that could make you the next lucky finder of a treasure worth a life-changing amount. Let's begin by stepping into the historical moment of 1947, a time of hope and renewal in the United States. World War II had ended just 2 years earlier, and the nation was entering a powerful period of economic growth and modernization. The Lincoln wheat penny, already a staple in American currency since 1909, continued to symbolize national pride and continuity. Designed by the master engraver Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent became more than just a denomination, it was a tribute to one of America's greatest presidents and a coin that accompanied Americans through wars, recoveries, and transformations. In 1947, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these pennies, but what makes a tiny fraction of them so extraordinary is something far beyond their quantity, it's their quality. Because hidden among the regular issues of that year were coins struck with exceptional brilliance and preserved in an eye-popping copper-red shade that still shines vividly today, the 1947 Lincoln wheat penny in red copper condition is a visual marvel. It doesn't look aged or tired, it looks alive. This intense red hue is not the result of any artificial process, but the product of perfect minting and ideal long-term storage. The red color reflects the coin's original, unoxidized copper surface, something that only the best preserved coins can maintain. When you see one of these rare 1947 red specimens, it radiates a glowing luster as if it just left the mint press. Lincoln's portrait stands out with sharp lines and incredible clarity. The lettering and date are bold and crisp, and the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse are struck with full definition. These features combine to make this coin a breathtaking example of craftsmanship, heritage, and rarity. It's the kind of piece that turns heads in the numismatic community and becomes the highlight of any coin display. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so rare. While millions of Lincoln wheat pennies were struck in 1947, very few have survived in what experts call full red condition. Over time, most copper coins naturally darken to brown or reddish-brown due to oxidation, handling, and environmental exposure. But the true gems, the red specimens, have been sealed away in ideal conditions, untouched by moisture or human contact, preserving their original fiery brilliance for over 75 years. These coins are rare at high grades, and when certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC with the red designation and mint state grades of MS66 or higher, they become incredibly scarce. It's this perfect mix of high-grade preservation and glowing original luster that creates tremendous demand among collectors, investors, and history lovers. Collector demand for the 1947 red copper penny is at an all-time high. Coin dealers, collectors, and auction houses are constantly on the lookout for these rare specimens. Every time one appears on the market, it sets off a wave of interest, with bids climbing higher and higher as passionate collectors compete to add this beauty to their portfolios. The demand isn't just emotional, it's financial. These coins are proven assets, increasing in value with time, and their limited availability makes them a secure and desirable investment. In major coin expos and elite auctions, red copper 1947 wheat pennies are treated as treasure, the kind of coin that brings prestige to any collection and excitement to every sale. Speaking of sales, let's talk about the action-packed marketplace surrounding this rare coin. With more collectors entering the numismatic world every year and competition heating up for the best examples, the price of the 1947 red copper penny has been climbing fast. It's not just a historical artifact, it's a red-hot commodity. Collectors know that red copper coins of this era, especially in mint state condition, are getting harder to find and more valuable by the day. Auction houses across the country have witnessed competitive bidding for these coins, and each appearance on the market is treated as a major event that if you're a collector, or even just getting started, here's what you need to know. Go through your coins carefully. Look for 1947 wheat pennies that still have that bright, original red glow. Even if you've had them stored for years, you could be sitting on a fortune. If you find one that looks promising, send it to a respected grading service for authentication and evaluation. Coins that come back with a high grade and red designation instantly leap in value. Store your coins in a cool, dry place, and always use protective holders to preserve that rare luster. And if you're buying, do your research, buy from reputable dealers, and act quickly, because when a red 1947 penny hits the market, it won't be available for long. So now, the moment you've been waiting for. How much is a flawless 1947 Lincoln wheat penny in copper red shade really worth in today's collector market? The answer will absolutely amaze you. For the most pristine, top-graded examples, collectors have paid staggering prices to claim one of these exceptional coins. One such red copper specimen recently achieved a breathtaking sale price of $205,000. That's right, one single penny, glowing red and steeped in history, now valued at over $200,000. This is what makes coin collecting so incredible, the ability to hold a piece of the past in your hand that carries the power to change your future. In conclusion, the 1947 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny in copper red color shade is not just a coin, it's a symbol of American heritage, a work of numismatic art, and a rising star in the world of rare collectibles. Its historic background, stunning appearance, rare condition, and intense collector demand make it one of the most desirable pieces for serious collectors today. Whether you're a longtime collector or someone who just stumbled upon a handful of old coins, this is the kind of discovery that can ignite a lifelong passion, or lead to a life-changing reward. So keep hunting, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of one small, shining penny. Top 6. We're talking about a coin that combines American history, exceptional beauty, and powerful market demand all in one small, copper masterpiece. This is the story of the 1948 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny in its rare and brilliant copper red shade condition. It's not just any coin, it's a glowing relic from the past that could be hiding in someone's drawer, waiting to be discovered. And for those lucky enough to own one in top condition, this coin is nothing short of a fortune. So don't miss a single moment of this video, because what you'll learn here could change the way you look at pennies forever. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just getting started, the information we're about to share will fire up your passion and sharpen your eye for that one coin that everyone is chasing. Buckle up, because the thrill of discovery starts right now. Let's take a journey back to the year 1948, a pivotal moment in post-war America. The country was rebuilding and reshaping itself after the monumental events of World War II. As families settled back into daily life and the economy surged, the U.S. Mint continued producing coins that reflected American ideals and craftsmanship. One of the enduring designs of that era was the Lincoln wheat penny, which had already become a staple in American currency since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin paid homage to the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln and quickly earned its place in the hearts of Americans. But in 1948, a special variety emerged, not a new design, but a spectacular condition that collectors prize above all else. Some of these pennies were preserved in such flawless shape that they retained their original, stunning copper red color. And it's those copper red examples that have become legends in the world of rare coin collecting. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so uniquely breathtaking. The copper red color isn't a paint or an added feature. It's the result of perfect preservation from the moment the coin was struck. When a Lincoln wheat penny is freshly minted, its surface glows with a fiery red luster that reflects its pure copper brilliance. But over time, most of these coins darken due to exposure to air, moisture, or handling. What makes the 1948 copper red wheat penny so extraordinary is that a tiny number of these coins have survived in mint state condition, sealed away from oxidation, and they still shine as brightly as the day they were minted. Lincoln's portrait on the obverse side looks razor-sharp, with every detail in his hair, beard, and facial expression etched to perfection. The reverse side features the twin wheat stalks flanking the bold words, 1 cent, and United States of America, with every line deeply struck and beautifully preserved. Add to that the full mint luster and blazing red tone, and you have a coin that's not only visually stunning but also historically powerful. What elevates this coin even further is its extreme rarity in red condition. While millions of 1948 Lincoln cents were produced, finding one in full red copper shade at a high mint state grade is exceedingly rare. Over the decades, almost all circulated coins toned or lost their original luster. Only a select few, stored in ideal environments and untouched by human hands, have retained that brilliant red surface. These are the coins that grading experts classify as red, with designations like MS66, MS67, or even higher. At these levels, they're not just coins, they are museum-quality artifacts. And because of their scarcity, collectors across the globe compete fiercely to add them to their collections. The fewer that exist, the more desirable they become. And the 1948 copper red penny is one of those few that continues to see explosive demand in today's market. The 1948 copper red Lincoln wheat penny has taken on a life of its own. High-grade red examples are extremely hard to find, and when they do appear at auctions, they ignite bidding wars among serious collectors. Coin dealers, auction houses, and private investors keep their eyes open for any opportunity to acquire one, and for good reason. This coin checks all the boxes: historical significance, stunning eye appeal, ultra-low population in pristine red condition, and explosive market value. In fact, many collectors now consider the 1948 red penny one of the key dates in the post-war wheat penny series, not because of a low mintage, but because so few have survived in such spectacular shape. That scarcity pushes its desirability into overdrive and keeps its value climbing. For collectors hoping to find or invest in one of these spectacular coins, the tips are simple yet essential. First, examine any 1948 pennies you might already own. If you notice a bright copper red color, little to no wear, and clear details on Lincoln and the wheat stalks, you could be holding something truly special. Your next step should be to have it professionally graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations will authenticate your coin and assign a grade that could unlock its full market potential. If you're buying, make sure you purchase from reputable sources who understand the importance of color designation and grade. And finally, when you have a red penny in your possession, protect it. Store it in a dry, temperature-controlled environment, away from light and air, in an airtight holder or slab to preserve its luster for generations to come. And now, the most exciting part, the market value. Just how much is a pristine, copper red 1948 Lincoln wheat penny worth in today's collector world? The answer is jaw-dropping. A coin like this, in immaculate red shade and a top mint state grade, has fetched enormous sums at auction. Collectors are willing to pay massive premiums for the chance to own such a rare piece of American coinage. One such example, certified at an elite grade with full red designation, recently sold for an astonishing price of $175,000. That's right, a single copper penny, smaller than a bottle cap, now commanding a value that most people dream of earning in a year. This is the magic of rare coin collecting, and this is why the 1948 red Lincoln penny continues to turn heads and change lives. In conclusion, the 1948 Lincoln 1-cent wheat penny in copper red color shade condition is more than just a collectible. It's a brilliant combination of American history, eye-catching beauty, and elite-level rarity. From its roots in post-war America to its unmatched appeal in today's competitive market, this coin represents everything that makes numismatics such a passionate pursuit. It's a coin that connects the past to the present, that stands as a monument to craftsmanship and care, and that continues to deliver astonishing returns for those fortunate enough to hold one. So whether you're a dedicated collector or just beginning your coin journey, keep your eyes open, keep your curiosity burning, and remember, sometimes, the greatest treasures are hiding in the smallest places. Top 7. In today's video, we are going to dive deep into the incredible world of the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny, specifically the stunning variety in copper red shade condition. Trust me when I say, this is not just any coin. This is a jaw-dropping, high-demand, market-scorching masterpiece that has stunned collectors and dealers alike across the United States and beyond. You'll want to stay glued to this video because what I'm about to reveal could change the way you view your coin collection forever. We're talking about history, rarity, desirability, and yes, a massive dollar value that is turning heads in today's market. Every detail matters when it comes to this coin, so don't skip a second. Let's unlock the powerful story and hidden potential of this rare cent. The story of the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny starts with a proud American legacy. Introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the Lincoln cent became the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person. Its wheat ears reverse design symbolizes prosperity and agricultural strength. By 1954, the wheat penny had already become a fixture in American pockets, but few people knew that something special had been minted that year, something that would become an ultra-desirable collectible decades later. Minted primarily in Philadelphia and Denver, the 1954 penny marked the tail end of the wheat design era, just before the transition to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. But among the millions produced, a small number emerged in brilliant copper red, a gleaming hue that caught the eyes of those sharp enough to recognize treasure when they saw it. What makes this coin truly extraordinary is its vibrant copper red shade. Unlike the more common brown or tone versions, the 1954 copper red wheat penny carries a fresh-from-the-mint brilliance that is almost impossible to preserve over decades. This shade indicates a coin that has seen minimal handling, been protected from the elements, and retained its original mint luster, an absolute rarity. The sharpness of the strike, the clarity of Lincoln's profile, and the strong wheat detail on the reverse all come together to elevate this coin into elite collector territory. It's a textbook example of what numismatists call eye appeal, and the 1954 copper red version has it in abundance. When we talk about rarity, we're not just throwing around buzzwords. The 1954 Lincoln wheat penny in red copper shade, particularly in top-grade mint state condition, is exceptionally scarce. While millions of pennies were produced that year, only a tiny fraction have survived in pristine red shade. This rarity drives massive demand among collectors who understand the difficulty of finding such a coin with flawless surfaces, bright coloration, and original mint quality. Coins of this caliber are snapped up quickly at auctions, with collectors constantly hunting for that one shining example that completes their set or becomes the crown jewel of their collection. This isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of historic preservation, a link to America's past, and a certified rare find in every sense. Today's coin market is buzzing, and the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny in copper red condition is right at the center of the excitement. With the rise in precious metal collecting and numismatic investment, the value of this coin has skyrocketed. Serious buyers are willing to pay a premium for quality, and this particular penny has proven its worth time and again in live auctions, private deals, and online marketplaces. Collectors aren't just buying it, they're competing for it. The current market value for a top-condition example has reached $145,000, and experts predict this number will only rise as fewer specimens become available. That's the kind of value that turns a humble penny into a legendary asset. For collectors who dream of owning a true American classic, here's what you need to know. Always look for strong mint luster, well-preserved copper red color, and minimal contact marks. Certified grading from reputable services like PCGS or NGC can dramatically boost the coin's value and appeal. Store your coins in protective holders, avoid excessive handling, and always verify authenticity before purchasing. Keep an eye on trusted dealers and auction listings, because when a red 1954 Lincoln wheat penny appears, it won't stay available for long. This coin isn't just a purchase, it's an investment, a piece of living history, and a source of pride for any serious collector. To wrap it all up, the 1954 Lincoln wheat penny in brilliant copper red is a breathtaking example of rarity, historical significance, and investment potential. From its rich American legacy to its shimmering red hue, every detail of this coin speaks to quality, rarity, and value. Whether you're new to collecting or a seasoned expert, this coin represents everything exciting and rewarding about numismatics. And for those wondering just how valuable this treasure can be, the answer is $145,000. Now that's a penny worth hunting for. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you're chasing this rare coin or if you've ever seen one in your own collection. This is the kind of story you don't want to keep to yourself. Share the thrill, and keep collecting.